Hello, today I would like to present you visual difference between genuine and the cheap Chinese knockoff of a programming and data cable for the Motorola DM4010 that is going to be fitting a lot of mobile Motorola DMR radios. We've got the genuine one and we've got the cheap Chinese knockoff from AliExpress. Cable from distributor came with paperwork and those tags attached. The cheap Chinese from AliExpress came just like that in an envelope. If we take a look, I'm going to show you what we've got. So we've got some waste disposal, most likely for the European Union, so that might be a little bit different in other countries. But we've got our tag with model number, and here you can see it. The cheap Chinese version from AliExpress got absolutely nothing. Now let's compare our USB plugs, and as you can see they looks identical. Maybe they've got a different groove pattern on the side, but it is something that you cannot use for distinguishing it. On the genuine one we've got some sort of label, maybe company and the manufacturer, but this is how they looks like. So I would say using just plug to compare is really hard. Then we've got connector that goes toward the radio. On the genuine one it looks like this. On the cheap Chinese copy, they even add that a heat shrink tubing, so I would say the knockoff is a improvement. This is how they present from all the sides. They look extremely close, even they've got this number. So I would say it is extremely hard to tell any difference. So this is how they looks like, and even on the cheap Chinese one they include you a electromagnetic interference filter, but most likely it's not needed because the antenna is at the outside, because this is a for mobile radio. And on the genuine one it's missing. So this is how they present. I was using those two cables and they work exactly the same. It is not a problem if you are amateur radio and you decide to go with a knockoff from AliExpress, because that's going to be reflected in price and you are taking the risk. But I'm working with a public safety systems and I need to have everything genuine with a proper paperwork, and I would be really upset if someone sell me a cheap copy from AliExpress as genuine. So this is the reason why I'm making that compare. From electrical point of view, I tested both those cables and they are working exactly the same, so you cannot tell any difference by how they are performing in the electrical way. One thing about the quality on the cheap Chinese knockoff, after about a year of being plugged in, you can clearly see that the insulation is breaking, but it's really hard to tell me if this is fault of that plastic or because it was exposed to the UV radiation at those points. So this is how they looks like. They are really hard to distinguish. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you find it interesting. See you next time and bye bye.